Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I thought I would share with you a tactic that I find that I use a lot of, and I never realized how much until, like I say, I'm here in China, and what it is, it's called shock and awe. Okay, what it is, and I use it in all aspects of my life, and I never realized it so much. But in combat, it's you have the let's see, one of the best ways. I was going to say to ensure victory, but it doesn't really ensure it. But you need to get as many of the marbles on your side in combat as you can, and and I'm not always talking about the material kind of things. You heard me talk about the three-man militia, and it's completely based on shock and awe, and but what it is. In combat, surprise is what gives you the upper hand. And that surprise could be like, oh, here they come. Okay, that's a surprise. Okay, that could be. All right. Now, when somebody cold cocks you, in other words, they just give you a fist upside your head, you weren't expecting it. That's a shock. I mean, it surprised you. So surprise can come at any time. You might be expecting me to reach over here to grab my gun, but I already have my gun in my left hand. You see what I'm saying? It's that surprise, and I call it the shock. Okay, and so you have this or I use this type of a shock when I tell stories. You hear it when I tell a story. Okay, talk about the poisonous caterpillar. When just saying the poisonous caterpillar is just, whoa, never even heard of a poisonous caterpillar. So there's an element of shock right there. And then, when I got messed up with this poisonous caterpillar, and it was in the middle of the night, went up to go to the bathroom. It was a nice hotel, but it was in the jungles of Guatemala. And I put my foot down, get out of bed to go to the bathroom, and bam, oh, what's that? And what was that? That was a shock, So, and I turned on the light, and it was a caterpillar. Oh, so the shock and awe, the caterpillar did it to me. And then, no big deal. It felt like a hot needle hit me in the side of my foot. I just touched the side of it. So I went to the bathroom, and on my way back, my left side was paralyzed, and I was just kind of dragging my left side. I got back to the bed, I got my shoe, and I hit that caterpillar. So if you saw my dead body, you'll see the caterpillar in the morning. You know what happened to me. So in other words, it ended up, I took the caterpillar. The next morning, I did get up. Matter of fact, I really didn't go to sleep, but I did. And then, but I say when I got out of bed, boy, I had body ache. I hurt all over, and I thought, what's going on? And so I told my friend. He come over and looked at it. He didn't know what it was, a local guy, and well, not local, just Central America, and he took a picture of it. And I'm sorry, I don't have the picture. One of these days, I'll show the picture. But I put it in a bottle, and I went to we had a tour, not tour, it was a guide that was, because we were there helping people, and so he was leading us around. I showed it to him, and he says, and I said, this thing here got me last night. And he said, man, you're healthy. And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, that kills most people. And I thought, wow, I'm cool. And I said, well, what do you do for this stuff? And he says, well, you take honey, the antibiotics and antibacterial and all that stuff in the honey will help you. So, hey, I got a quart of honey, and I drank a quart of honey in one day. And I thought, oh, boy, I'm tough. I'm good. Boy, it about made me sick drinking all that honey. Well, it did make me sick. And but anyway, a week later, I was almost dead. I had pneumonia. My liver was shutting down. My heart was shutting down. I was bad. And and I don't go to doctors, so I went to the natural doctor that I was with, and so he said, well, he'll get me back going. He got me going. I'm okay. I recovered out of it. It took me a while, but he, I was leaving. I was fixing, but I knew I was dying, so I was going to go somewhere. I didn't want to die right there. And he said, well, he can help me, and he did. So, but anyway. But see, there was that shock and awe. It happens all the time, and I use it. I use it all the time, and it's been really apparent here in China, and because, like I say, I can't talk, and I think that's probably why I've learned to use shock and awe, is because I'm unable to speak the language. So a lot of times I use it in appearance, and a lot of times. Well, for one thing, I'm an American someplace, and so it's the shock of, wow. And then people say, well, what's this guy? Who's this guy? I think he's an American. They try to talk to me. I can't talk. So there's a shock to them. And then it ends up I'm nice and we have fun and stuff like that. So it's an awe, right back to the shock and awe. And that's how I get a lot of things done. But anyway, what I do a lot is I love to give gifts. I love to give things away. And why? That is a shock and awe also. I mean, how often do people just give you something for nothing, for no reason at all? That's where it is. Now, I know a lot of you think, I do. I hate to say bribing, but it is. I guess it could be a bribing, but it's not really bribing because I do it all wrong. But anyway, what I've been doing here is when people are when you want somebody to be extra nice to you and extra helpful, you bribe them. Hey, here, have some money, and then you take care of them good. Okay, that's what people normally do. Okay. Me, I'm a shock and awe kind of guy. So what I do is I let you do your thing to me. And most people are just so. Sometimes people are really nice to me. And then when they're really nice to me, they're helpful. They go out of their way. You can tell when these people are like that. And then when they do, and then we're all done, and I'm getting ready to leave. A lot of times I'll shake their hand, thank you, and then I'm getting ready to go, and I'll say, do you like pandas? And then, see right there, I turn, but I don't go away, I come back. So there's an element of shock, okay? And then I say, do you like pandas? And then, what? So you're in shock again. And then you say, well, yeah. And then what I do is I'll reach my pocket, and then I'll come out, and then you're thinking, what's going on? And then I'll open this up, and see, this is all anticipation. This is all raising everything, okay? So you're already in shock. And now it's, he's doing something. And then, I'll pull it out like that. And then I do it where you can't see what it is. And then I'll hold it out like that. And you'll put your hand, and then I drop it. I drop it in your hand. And what do you see? a panda. And I say it's nice and bright and shiny. So they think, wow, it's worth something. But it's not. And they always say it's money. And then I would tell them, no, it's not money. It's just pretty. It's nice. And then they, that's pretty and nice. And then they say, what? And I say, it's for you. And then now here in China, I tell them it's good luck. They're real superstitious. So I tell them this is good luck. And then, let's see, I reach in my other pocket and I pull out mine. And you see, mine's all tarnished and everything. And that's because it's already given me luck. All the luck. See, it's got the shine away, giving me all the luck. And so that makes them feel even better. So, and then this is all the awe. And then after that, they were really nice to me before. That's why I'm being nice to them. And then after that, man, well, here, let me show you where it is. Instead of just tell me, they'll show me, or stuff like that. And so I use shock and awe a lot. And see, and that I'm giving them the gift after everything is done. And so it's not really a bribe. So that is another shock. That it's not done that way. And but I get a lot of things done like this, and because people remember me. And normally, if they speak English, I'll give them my business card, and then my business card will, if they, they'll help them remember who I am, and if they ever need my services, they'll get a hold of me. So, but shock and awe is a very important tactic, and like I say, I didn't realize I used it so much. But anyway, something to think on. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.